What's good, my friends? Apologies in advance for the background of Google Maps that you're going to hear. I'm on my way to a shoot. There was something I wanted to talk about. I like to talk about things that come up for me. It's a way to also integrate the lesson, but also maybe help anyone who might be going through similar things. But it came up for me today, this feeling of anxiety that I get when I have to get myself ready for a shoot, because there's just so many things that I have to do as an individual in the day that I much prefer, if I'm going to have to appear on camera, that someone else think about doing my hair and my makeup, because I have to think about everything else on calls and meetings and talking about contracts and looking at the bookings for my summer tour. And I'm not complaining. These are all beautiful things. I'm very excited, and I'm so grateful for all of these things, which is why the energy required to yeah, so I kind of feel a little all over the place. So the patience and love and attention to detail that doing your hair and makeup requires, sometimes it makes me feel frazzled and anxious. And when I tap into the frazzled and anxious feeling, I realize it's because I've been publicly criticized and judged and, read articles about me that have made me feel anxiety, because the ego gets hurt, right? And the ego suffers, and then the ego tries to not get hurt again. That's what the ego does. So this brings me back into the thought and the feeling that I was talking to two of my super dear, precious girlfriends last night, and we were discussing how these impressions live inside of us that need to be, or that desire to be loved and liked creates this paranoia. It creates paranoia. Paranoia might be a really strong word, but it creates this, anxiety is the word, really. It creates this sensation inside of you. So for example, if you've had many people you love talk about you behind your back, then inevitably that impression lives inside you. So when you enter into a public space and you see a bunch of people, you feel this sensitivity. It's oh, what if people are talking about me, or what if people are thinking things about me? And this is the way that wounds perpetuate themselves. It's almost robbing myself of the beauty of the moment of, I'm getting ready to go and shoot this thing for a rather large brand, and bless the experience. Instead, my ego is so attached to all of the moments I've done this before where the outcome was painful. So silly. Anyway, so silly. So silly, I say to myself, and so silly I say to all of us, in the sense that something bad happens, and then a wound lives, and the wound doesn't need to live and prevent anything beautiful from happening to me henceforth. The bad thing happened, the person talked shit, the hate article went viral, the community talked some crap, but on we go, Just because it happened then doesn't mean it'll happen tomorrow. And more than anything else, I deserve freshness in my being, to allow any upcoming moment to be different from all the past moments, to allow for things to unfold fully without me bringing all this poop from the past and putting it there.